What's up, freaks? I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse the energy real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the channel that I'm getting, and then we'll go ahead and see if we need any cards or whatever, which I am thinking that we do, but I don't know which ones yet. Okay, so I'm getting somebody who feels kind of like freaked out about how steady they feel amongst some storm that they're going through, like whatever you're going through. I did get on here, maybe you have unexpected bills or car issues that you did not anticipate, but again, it's like water off the duck's back. It's just not bothering you the way that it has before, because you know that you'll be provided for. You just know that and so it's freaking you out, essentially, that you're not freaked out. Okay, and then I'm getting like Freaky Friday, which is so funny because yesterday I reposted something that I made like about a year ago about how I'm meeting people that are like me, from like the former version of me before I started like healing and all this shit or whatever. So Freaky Friday, you know how like they switch or whatever, so you're like meeting somebody who's in your situation that you were in a few years ago or whatever it may be, and again, freaking you out. So that's what the theme is, that you're freaked out, bitch. But you're feeling like you can take a big breath for once. I know when I start like fucking channeling, I literally can't breathe, and that's why I can't look up either. I get so distracted. So anyway, feeling like you can take a deep breath. Like right now, I need to fucking calm the fuck down. Okay, and you're seeing glimmers everywhere. So what I call glimmers is little hope everywhere, right? Let's say you pull up somewhere and it's like a nice ass parking that you get, and you're finding it, instead of like just that being a normal occurrence, you're like, oh my god, that's a blessing, right? In this busy Costco parking lot or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why did I look up? Now I'm all self-conscious. Okay, and or like, let's say, like for me lately, I've been finding like as soon as the sun starts coming out, I'm like, oh my god, look at like the way that the sun penetrates through the trees or whatever, and you're just finding so much fucking beauty in that. Also, when it was raining, I found it so peaceful and purifying, which rain used to annoy me, and now I find it so purifying. And I will let it go on my skin, I will let it go on my hair. I like don't care, you know what I'm saying? So you're finding like kind of happiness everywhere. And again, maybe you freaked out about this because you were in survival mode or in a traumatic situation, and so now any kind of like peace or tranquility legit scares you. Okay, so let's see what kind of guidance we need, because that's kind of like as far as my channel went. My guidance is to anchor into this and always go back to, like, you know that you deserve this because you've been through fucking a lot. So why not you? Why can't you feel the same things other people have felt like all this time? You see what I'm saying? Because contrary to what you may believe, not everyone has had as traumatic of a life as who I'm like talking to right now. So anyway, you fucking deserve it. Okay, it's your turn. Okay, well, I went for this one. I didn't even think about it. So let's see what kind of guidance, what you may need. What do they need to know? What do they need to know regarding this situation? My thing is, again, just anchoring in and realizing that you've just made it kind of to a new timeline, and kind of like letting yourself sit with it, and just remember all the nights that you cried and fucking prayed for this. I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm getting so emotional because, like, just think about all the times that you prayed to be in this situation. So don't let it freak you out. You prayed for this, whatever praying means to you. Manifested, pray, whatever. Okay, so now you're living it, and that's all that's happening. Oh, I'm so excited to deliver this one. Let's see. Breathe, Edmina. If nothing comes out from these, then okay. Psych, number 10. Ta-ta. Then I have a fuck it. Oh, you bitch. I either go too far. Sometimes when it lands on the perfect one, everyone knows that feeling is so good. Okay. Nobody runs into the arms of change with mad passionate delight, yelling, pick me, and yet without change there is no growth. And since no growth comes from comfort, you may as well get used to being uncomfortable. The caterpillar has a complete meltdown, literally, inside its chrysalis. The cells of that mushy substance known as imago cells are no longer caterpillar cells, but they are not yet butterfly cells. You may say imago cells, oh my god, what the fuck, represent, sorry, illiterate, represent a third creature, one that does not know what it is yet, one that is unbecoming and becoming at the same time, carrying the image of imago. Did I say that right? Of what is yet, of what it might yet be when it emerges. Oh my god. A witch must get comfortable in her chrysalis and make friends with not knowing. This is the only place where new wings are grown, along with the new image of what she can be in the world. It's okay to not know. In fact, it's glorious. Embrace the messy mush of cells your current reality has gifted you. Your current reality, yep. Somewhere between unbecoming and becoming, your wings are growing, and the imago containing who you are, who you can be, is embracing its color, radiance, and vitality. Okay, literally. So, which one is the... Somewhere between unbecoming and becoming, your wings are growing. So I think that's what's happening. You're literally like, you're enjoying life, and I think you're taking it the wrong freaking way, as in, like, you know how they say anxiety and joy or whatever, what is the other, anticipation, I guess, are the same. So I think that you are literally feeling... I just freaked the fuck out. Sorry, I saw this and I got 555. Now I have to pause it to get my thought. Okay, screw what the fuck I was saying. As soon as I saw this card, I was like, I have to fucking read it, and that's what distracted me. I swear to God, because this is one of my favorite cards in here, and this is so permanent to this message. Please listen. Okay, and me, I calm the fuck down. Okay, priestess of original innocence. Okay, so even though much thought has gone into convincing you of your original sin as a means of keeping you small and disempowered, original innocence is your birthright. All you have to do is look at a newborn to understand this. We don't love the baby because of what it has accomplished, and we don't shame the baby for making messes or being loud or inconveniencing us. The child is treasure, as is nothing but beingness required. Okay, a witch knows her innocence is her most foundational nature, and indulges the arms of the gentle awareness around her, holding her in its loving embrace. Now is the time to let go of any shaming thoughts, anguished should-haves, or weighty doubts. You're being asked to transform the perpetual thought, what is wrong with me, into what is in the way of me experiencing my innocence right now. You are treasures. You are a treasure as is. Wrap that truth around you in this moment. Literally, you don't need you. I think you're like experiencing, like I said, that innocence and that happiness that you're not used to, and you can't just exist. And maybe it's freaking you out because you're like, I'm not really doing much, but I'm actually the most peaceful, you know what I'm saying? Or I have the most money, but I'm not doing that much or whatever. This is telling you, and it's reminding us that literally it's your birthright for abundance. Everybody's is. Everybody's is. So now whether you want to fucking tap into that or not, and your thing is like with this one, the innocence and the talking about the nature in there. Enjoy the fucking nature. Enjoy the little glimmers. I knew it! Sorry, I get so excited still every time I do this. Okay, believe in your own magic. Next. It's cutting it close, y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what can we do? What is the advice to, not to anchor this in, but what's the advice here? How can they move through this chapter with least resistance? What is the guidance? How can they move through this chapter with least resistance? Because we're used to resistance and working our dicks off and all that. Okay, bitch. Okay. Homework. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out. Oh, Jadina, I don't know if anyone follows her, probably. I don't know. Anyway, but it's like, she was talking about, she gave one time this thing about going on a date, and it's funny because I almost did that with myself today, but I didn't because I was too shy. But it's essentially, and then today I saw one from Becoming Kate's YouTube, and she was saying that before she met her husband, and she publicly talked about it, so I assume it's okay for me to repeat it. But anyway, they were both saying that they were scripting how they will be talking to their future partner, whoever that is, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, that's funny because today I saw both of those fucking messages. Homework, take yourself out on a date. Okay. Slow down. It's time to slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. It's in those solitary, introspective moments where we learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about ourselves. Take yourself out on a date of sorts, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, that's what you need to do to get rid of like the anxiety of like, essentially you're just feeling anxious for feeling happy because you're not used to it, and it's freaking you out, and you need to just sit in your energy, sit there and think about what you've done. No, sit there and think about all the shit that it took to get here. I have like 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick affirmation for you. Okay, 10 seconds. Come on. I allow myself to rest knowing I have done enough. Good night. Yep, bye.